Lady J, what a beautiful event.
Oh
How do
my
you feel
God.
about this event?
I think it's just absolutely amazing. I'm excited that Stevie Wonder and the KJLH men would even decide to empower men.
Yes.
You know, we get together, the women, we get together. We're explosive all over the world. We get together. But it's not often that men come together for the specific purpose of empowerment. So I'm excited about that today.
So now Dr. J is on the air every week speaking, and there's another person with him called Lady something.
It's a lady called Lady J, let's be clear. What they say, like you said, that be me. That's me.
Okay, so tell us, what is Dr. J's future looking like? I saw some T-shirts, I saw hats.
We've got hats, we've got T-shirts, we've got, obviously, the wonderful gentleman is all on the banners. Dr. J is going to TV at the end of the day, and I think he has an amazing person that's over that, Bishop Donnie Williams. We'll interview you in a little bit, but he's going to TV. At the end of the day, we're going to go all over the nation, and we're going to restore relationships, marriages, and families.
Amen.
I just want to say to everybody that is listening to us all over the world, walk in your truth. The purpose of Dr. J, the counselor, Uncensored, is so that you walk in your truth. Be truth about what you're thinking. Be truthful about what you're feeling. Be truthful about your family. Be truthful about your marriage. Be truthful about your church. Be uncensored. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't be honest and be okay with where you actually are. So we're excited about coming into your house, coming into your family, and making sure that you keep it real and you keep it spiritual and you keep it relevant. That's from me, Lady J. Let's be clear. Awesome. What a pleasure. I am here with none other than Bishop Donnie Williams. We're here. Bishop, we are here. KJLH has put this event on today. What are you thinking? What are we doing here?
I think we are doing a great job. I think you're doing a better job. And I'm excited to be here.
Okay, Bishop, you are on with Dr. J, the counselor. You're one of the co-hosts every Sunday on KJLH 102.3. Every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Dr. J, the counselor, Uncensored. Tell me what you think about the show. Tell me what your part is in the show. I hear that powerful words you give every week. What do you think about Dr. J and the future of Dr. J, the counselor?
Well, first thing I think is this. On a serious, I didn't really want to do this, but I'm doing it because you forced me.
Let's be clear.
So let me clear it up. One of the things I do believe in my heart, deep in my heart, that Dr. J's future is extremely bright, extremely successful. We're headed to watch television.
Yes.
I know it's going to be a great show on TV.
Yes.
And the uncensored part is what got me at first, because y'all talk about sex, y'all talk about church, y'all talk about the Bible, and you and Dr. J got this thing about don't bring your Bible to bed, bring your body.
Did he say
I'm
that?
trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how did that fit in the gospel, but it does.
It does.
So anyway, I'm excited about that. The last thing I want to say about my particular part that I play, just a part of support. I'm a supporter. I'm a server. My job is to support and serve, and that's what I do.
In his most humblest way. He's a co-host. Come here, Bishop, the word. He keeps us totally in check with Jesus, let's be clear. And so you make sure every week that we line it up and that people leave inspired with the true word of God. It's a pleasure to have you. We're excited. We're at Cal State. Look, we know that something amazing is going to happen today in the locker room. We'll see you on Sunday, 8 p.m.
Well, Dr. J, welcome to the First Man Empowerment by KJLH. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited, Bishop. I'm so excited. Number one, I'm humbled by the event, but I'm also excited about the men that are showing up today, because what it says to me is that men are willing to invest in themselves because they believe they're valuable.
Woo, glory.
Yes, so I'm excited.
So, and tell us about the show when it come on and what's the whole, I heard this about Uncensored. What's happening with that?
Well, absolutely. Well, you know, it's something that the Lord gave me in my heart, but I want to say to everyone, man, it's a hot show. It's uncensored. You can't box me in. If it's happening in your lives, if it's happening in not only in life, but in your marriages, in your relationship, I'm your boy. We're going to have real dialogue. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room, because the truth of the matter is marriages and relationships are in trouble. They're becoming very dysfunctional. Children are suffering behind it. Couples are suffering behind it. And someone need to be real about it everybody. And so what we do is we go beyond the pulpit. You know what I mean? So we deal with the pulpit all the way to the back door of the church, all the way to the White House, to the everyday mama that's in the local community. You know what I mean? So
All
we
right,
have real
now,
conversation.
I understand you're a preacher, but I heard y'all talk about sex on the radio.
Absolutely.
What?
Because I learned preachers have sex. You know? No, it's one of those taboo things that I just believe that we don't stress enough. But it's the very thing that many of the people are struggling with. However, what I found that even in the pulpit, maybe they don't speak on it because they themselves are struggling with it.
Okay.
So what I do is I take that approach. I go beyond the pulpit. I'm that individual that's saying, okay, let's not keep doing things as normal because it's not working.
All right.
Let's have some real conversation. It's something that the Lord gave to us to be pleasurable,
Yes.
but to be under control and not to be a destructive tool that the enemy uses to bring down our family and our community. And so we have real dialogue.
What a great word. You got a great word in you.
I'm excited.
You got a great word in you.
Make sure you tune in to KJLH 102.3 every Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, man. We're dealing with Relationship Uncensored. As a matter of fact, we're dealing with marriages, problems, issues, concerns, things that go on every day in relationships. We're having real dialogue. But I also created this so that you have a platform that your voice can be heard. So make sure you tune into your boy. It's going to be hot. Come to this empowerment, man. We think KJLH is going to be powerful. Man, we're in the summit. We're going to meet you at the top, all right? It's your boy, Dr. J.
So we only gonna have this about a 40-minute time. He will be with you and it'll be over. So we will time it and I'm gonna let him know when it's a 5-minute time cut and it'll be over. So please, bless you, thank you. Now, Dr. J, would you come on up and talk to the people?
What's going on, family? Listen, man, I want everybody to loosen up. We're in the locker room. I want to first say thank you to KJLH 102.3. Somehow, some way, somebody sounded an alarm and said, we need to take a timeout. As brothers, as family, so we're around the table. And I'm telling you now, I'm uncensored. I ain't gonna curse. But I'll get close. All right. You know, so we want to have real dialogue and real conversation. Family, in 1998, I was at FAMU University, historical black school college that's in Florida, northern Florida, in Tallahassee. I walked in the locker room and I had a fellow classmate that followed me from a small town on a football scholarship. We was in the middle of the game and we deserved to win. It was our W, we needed it. And it was a hard game because they wasn't just giving it to us. We had to grind and we was getting it and we were down, but we were the better team. And I walked into the locker room and my boy, he was crying and he was upset and to the point to where I asked him, I said, bro, I said, we're mid-game. The game is not over. We have more time. But he was so upset and distraught to the point, I'm talking he cried like he got a whooping crying. And I asked, I said, bro, why are you so upset? We gonna get it together, that's why we in here. And he said, Jacob, you don't understand. I've had enough losses in my life. He says, at this point in my life, I can't handle another L in my column. I said, bro, I get it. We're gonna go out and fight hard. He said, no, you don't get it. He says, you don't know my story. You don't know the losses I've already had in my life. I lost my mama at an early age, and my father wasn't there. And I had to struggle through school to even get the scholarship, and even then they fought me, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. So for me to be in this position now, after all I've been through, I can't handle another loss. And all I wanna do is put a dime in the meter right there, in the locker room. That I'm talking to somebody in here that you know for a fact, in this season of your life, you need a win.
Come on.
Come on now.
Because the truth of the matter is, can I talk to you real quick?
Please.
People have no idea what you've been through.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, can we be honest about it? People have no idea what it took for you just to make it to the locker room today.
I know that's right.
They don't know, but they got so much to say. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the last thing you needed was somebody to come in here and tell you what you're not. Tell you what your shortcoming is, tell you what your flaws. But I wanted to coach you today, say, you know what? I didn't come as a pastor. I ain't come as a friend. I came as your brother and a coach saying to you that, listen, what we need is a W, but we're going to keep it real today.
All right.
We're going to keep it real about the fact that, you know what? You don't know my struggle. You don't know my past. You don't know how far I come. So before you judge me, before they try to say what you're not, remind them that you wasn't there when God found me.
All right.
I wish I had some y'all ain't hollering back at your boy. This is the day that we can call a timeout for all the haters, all the people who criticize, all the people that got something to say about your life. You need to come up off the bench and get back control of your life. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Let me tell you something about this locker room. The locker room is interesting is because I found out, sorry ladies, you'll get a little tight, that there's no cheerleaders in the locker room.
That's right. We here.
There's none in the locker room. As a matter of fact, you know what? I've never seen a cheerleader be a coach. So my question to every man that's in here is, who's calling your play?
All right. That was good.
Who got your ear? Who is it that's telling you what to do and how to do, and you're dissatisfied and you're frustrated? And can we be honest? Because we're in the locker room. You can holler back at your boy. You know you're exhausted. You talk. It's one thing if I'm making my own mistakes, but it's another when I'm with somebody who got so much to say about what I need to do and do, and when it don't work out, I'm to blame.
All right.
I got to carry it and fall on me. You have no idea. Listen, they say it's hard out here for a pimp. No, it's hard out here for a man.
That's right.
In the locker room.
In the locker room.
There ain't no cheerleaders.
No.
In the locker room.
Right.
Some of y'all got haters, y'all. So, and it's interesting because what always puzzles me is sometimes the folks who hate you the most and got so much to say got more than you do. But they got so much saying, you really want to say that if you knew my hustle, if you knew my struggle, you really would celebrate my life? If you knew, can I be honest with you? Some of y'all don't need smoke as much as you used to. It ain't the celebration that you gave it up. Sometimes you got to celebrate that you ain't doing as worse off as you used to do. See, y'all playing, you ain't got to say that because you don't film, I understand. But maybe you still rolling out the wrong bed. Some of y'all used to roll like 20 of them, now you're down to 2. Sometimes you got to celebrate in the locker room and keep it real with your boy and say, boy, I ain't smashing like that no more.
Right. That's right.
I thought we was going to be uncensored.
That's right. That's right.
It's interesting, man. It's interesting, man. You have to watch who has your ear. Who is it that, what are they saying about you? Y'all playing with me. We got to throw a flag on the plate because if you got somebody in your life that they're not building you but tearing you down and telling you that you're not valuable and got so much to say to you but don't help you and don't say that, man, you got a brilliant mind, you're intelligent,
Come on,
you're smart, and you can do it, and you can solve, you need to get a whistle and call a timeout and say, today when I leave the summit, I got to go home and be honest about this thing. I got to live my truth because I can't handle it no more. Because in the words of Tupac, I ain't no killer. But don't push me. You're about to explode and they don't know. They think you don't talk. No, the truth of it is you being quiet because you know if you say something, you about to cut somebody out. And you trying to keep your life together.
You can head off, dog. That's the first one.
Just for wondering, I mean, if that supervisor knew how close you was to snatching them up, if the people in your life knew how on the edge you was, they wouldn't be talking crazy to you. It's been nothing but the grace of God.
Amen.
Listen, God, I'm enough spiritual to hold on. They're going to have this thing because I can't mess up my life. My baby's depending on me, Lord. My woman depending on me. I can't mess up my life because, baby, if I could just free myself about 10 minutes, I'll handle business. But in the locker room, we can have real conversation.
Yeah.
No cheerleader in the locker room. There's no crowd in the locker room. There's nobody to hate on you in the locker room. Some of y'all, let me tell you what you need to do for your haters. You need to stop by Hallmark and give them a bereavement card. And tell them thank you. Tell them thank you that I didn't die.
All right.
Thank you that you hated on me, but I'm still here. And I came to talk about 20 of y'all that can say in the locker room today, Jacob, the only reason I want to celebrate, to be honest with you, is I'm still here. After all I've been through, bro, you don't even know. Look at your neighbor real quick and say, dog, I might not know you, but you don't even know the half of what I've been through. I ain't got time to tell you, because if you knew what I've been through in my life, you'll shout right there. I know this ain't church, but every now and again you got to think about where you've been. And when you think about what you've been through and nobody's never there to help you,
Yes.
something inside of you
Yes.
says, man, thank God for this locker room. Thank God we can go in the locker room. What's the locker room for? A locker room is a place that no matter what's going on in the condition of the game, there comes a point that you can pause and come together and re-strategize.
That's right.
Yes. Yes.
Woo! I learned something, y'all. Any spade players in here? Let me holler at your boy real quick. Y'all ain't a spade player. Y'all not running no dime. Y'all we got trophies on our joint, you know. We got kind of spade player, you know. Yeah, at fam, we was playing spades in the junior hall. That's right. I wasn't going to class. We were playing spades in the locker room, cutting spades. And y'all, I messed around and got a hand that was off the chain. It was just nasty. It didn't make no sense. And I got ready to throw it in. Because it was disgusting. It looked like I was playing pinochle or something. And I had no space. I had nothing in there to suggest I should stay in the game. And I got ready to throw it in. And I looked across the table, and my partner didn't have the same face I had. I was disgusted. My partner was like, don't you do it. So all I came to say in the locker room is I don't know what kind of life has dealt you, and it may be a bad hand, but you got to remember there's a God on the other side of the table. And before you throw it in, before you give up, before you be so frustrated and irritated and about to go off and plan your strategy out and consider that this ain't gonna work out, I'm telling you, you're about to run a dime in your life. Because when you leave the locker room, leave out with a new strategy. Leave out with courage and confidence and say, you know what, I am brilliant. And if I make a mistake, it's my mistake. Come on. Some kind of way, I'm going to leave out here and take my rightful place. Y'all better holler back at me. The locker room is an interesting place because in our locker room, I went in some lit up locker rooms that were just off the chain beautiful. But when them brothers opened their locker, they had some funky socks. and Dr. Johnson, no matter how clean the uniform was, they was getting ready to rock. And sometimes they would put back on their own clothes. The dirty socks were so stinky that the stench had got on the newness. What do you do? What do you do when you ain't who you used to be? But the residue, all right, of who you used to be, your past, trying to keep coming in your future. And instead of people seeing your destiny on you, they want to remind you, there he is, you know, that's the one. You know he got the felony, you know, that's the one. And look like life won't line up for you because look like they judge your past and not your now and not your future. What do you do when what you believe for and your reality is different? What do you do? Let me tell you what we do as men. Come on. We get quiet and we carry it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's true.
And all she asks about is trash and a paycheck and have no idea my heart is broken.
Yeah, man.
And better than my heart, my spirit. Life try to break your spirit. There's nothing like a man whose spirit is broken. And then she say you're egotistic and you so this and you so that. Listen, my bark means nothing. I'm trying to have some male bravado so I don't break the hell down. Come on. Did I say hell? Excuse me. But you didn't say that. Fly on the plane. Live your truth.
Right.
You cursing and you hollering. It ain't that you're so mad at her. You're mad at life.
There you go.
You're mad that you know you should be further than you are, and it's an injustice to you because you know you have more ability and potential. Come on, coach. Come on, coach. Come on, coach. Go in the church and you just sit there knowing God is good, but you can't even say nothing. Why? Not because you're trying to offend nobody. Your spirit is broken. Come on, coach. So we come to the locker room. We have a locker room banner. We can talk about who we smash. That's the wrong code. I'm married. I ain't smash. Well, I am smashing, but not. Top Johnson. I have a real dialogue with my brothers. It's because, let me tell you something they don't know about men. We may do a lot of things, but when we meet a like brother and we call you friend, we hang tight.
That's a fact. That's a game to do. That's right.
We can fuss, we can cuss,
But we back you.
but at the end of the day,
We fight for you.
that's my brother.
All right now.
Yes.
And all I want us to know in this locker room today is that you need somebody on your side. You need somebody, but you keep looking at the wrong individuals to be there for you, and they don't even understand you. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Because let me tell you what the ladies don't know about you. We get scared too.
Yes,
It's all right.
sir.
We in the locker room, talk to me, coach.
Yes, sir.
I get scared. Don't get it twisted. I ain't no pump, no rubber pump me. I ain't running from no mouse in the house. I hold my woman, but I get scared. I'm scared when that mortgage check come through and I ain't got all the money.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
scared that just in case one day my children look at me and I ain't got it, I'm scared.
That's right.
I'm worried.
That's right.
I got concerns.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But when she talked to me, I man up. And I try to hold it together and I have nowhere to go to be vulnerable. And I'm telling you, there's somebody in here, there's a ticking time bomb in your heart. Then we wondering, have you ever noticed, look around the room, we ain't got no old brothers no more. No, we got all kind of young brothers to tell us how to get started, but we ain't got no older brothers saying, I'm the compass, I'm at the finish line, come on this way, don't go that way. Why? Because they dying off.
Yes.
Nobody's making it crumbling at 30 and 35 and 40. They're dying, the bombs are going off, and don't nobody know why. And we're shocked when somebody commits suicide. The truth of the matter is, at least 5 of y'all should have died already.
All right.
Some of y'all got it right. I wouldn't be shocked if you was on a couch punch, popping pills, looking at pink elephants, baby, after all you've been through. But you're here. Sorry about that, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're here. You're still here. Can I holler at you real quick as a coach? Let me tell you what I scream about in the inside. This is gonna take some transparency and some honesty, all right? She might be right. The world might be right about me. You're right, coach. I fumbled before. You're right. I've missed a shot before. You're right. I've struck out before. You're right. Own your truth. Own it.
Yes, sir.
You dropped the ball.
Yes, sir.
You did. You did. I did. I dropped the ball. Own it. Now let me tell you how you're being all the way up. I dropped the ball, I struck out, and I missed the shot. But don't you trip on me, because I'm in the game.
All right.
Y'all don't know how hard back at your boy. Because can we be honest up here? There's some brothers that ain't even showing up.
Come on.
I might be dropping, but you need to go home and tell our sister, I dropped it, but at least I'm running.
All right.
At least I'm still shooting. Where your baby daddy at? Where your daddy at?
All right.
I'm right here, you disgusted with me, and I'm trying to learn how to shoot it. Y'all ain't hollering back at your Somebody need a flag on the play. You need to go home and call a track. You offside. You on the bounds. Don't you see me trying? Because you know what? Nobody taught me how to be a husband.
All right.
Yeah. That's right.
Now let me tell you something that Charles Shakespeare taught me.
That's right.
He taught me how to change the engine in the oil. Then he taught me that, boy, you have some job security and you make sure you take care of your kids and stay home. Good man, still is. But he taught me all he knew because his daddy didn't teach him. how to be a husband.
That's heavy.
And for some of y'all, you're fatherless. Nobody even really taught you how to be a man. You've been putting it together.
Right.
What you thought it would look like and to be, you did. And when you get it wrong, look like everybody turn on you and crucify you. But you don't know my story. I was never affirmed. I didn't grow up with no silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't grow up with my daddy walking me to school, telling me, boy, do this, this, and this, and balance the checkbook. Because Joker, you didn't do it. You weren't even home. Somebody here need affirmation and to understand that you got permission to this. Let me be uncensored. You have permission that the next time somebody got something to say that don't line up with what God has promised over your life, tell them, please shut up. Please, be kind. And if you can't shut up because your woman will beat you, get a whistle and start blowing into the house and she asks you, well, what's wrong with you? I'm calling a timeout. What you really said,
Just shut up.
can I have a break, please? And that's why some of us, we came this summer. Now, y'all ain't fooling nobody. Y'all got bags and trinkets and things of that nature. But for some of y'all, this was a good break.
That's right. That's right.
Because you know when you leave here, it's back on probation. Woo! Some of y'all got some wardens in your life. And when you come in, lights out. Click, click. How much time I got, Papa?
Can we take a break? I want to hand out something before you just calm down a little bit. Want to get as a whistle for you, sir.
I need that.
All right. And who's ever has a hat for you. And I'm gonna kick you out the church.
This is how we gonna qualify the shirt.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
If you got more than one person in your life that's crossing the line with you and out of bounds, who is it? You need that right there. That's your shirt. That's your shirt. If you got or have had people in your life to not tell you who you really are and see your vision and dreams, but to have something to say about where you used to be, who is that? That's here you go, sir. I'm gonna give you my.
There's other stuff.
You got somebody like that? You have somebody like that? I'm gonna give you
There's
this.
more. There's more. Don't get stressed. We need that shirt for Sunday.
I'll give you my shirt because yeah. Who?
There's more whistles.
If you've been trying the best you can,
Bless you, Jesus.
and when I say this, I want you to hit me. Hit the coach. Don't hit the pastor. Don't even hit this dark-skinned dude from Florida. I want you to hear the purpose of God on your life.
Bless you.
If nobody in the recent time has said to you, good job, I see you trying. Who are you? It's for you. It's for you. My brothers, I salute you.
Bless you.
Because you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. You're trying. But see, the way it goes with men, we're trying to figure out work. We're trying to make sure our lady's okay, our home okay. We're trying. Maybe we do it right, maybe we're not. But at the end of the day, nobody ever pause live and say, I see you. I see it. I mean, I love your thighs, boo, but sometimes I need to hear you say, "Why, I see you." I see that. Because the truth of the matter is, we giving the money. It ain't even really about the money. It'll feel better if you just say, "Boy, good. Look at you. Come on. Now give me the thighs." You know what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is, some of y'all are working, but the truth of the matter is, what you really need to do is give them a secret. The women don't really know. They really could get more out you. You know what I'm saying? But they're killing their own self because they got so much to say. If they just mess around and say the right thing, they don't know. You'll pick up another job. All right. They don't know what you'll really get down and do. But they haven't said nothing to you. So can I be honest? Because I want to catch it on film. Because I need them to understand. They say, men don't talk. I say men do talk. They just don't talk to you. Somebody that you holler at and talk to, you ought to shut up and say, I can talk. I say, stand up and say, I can talk.
Oh, I need to listen now.
We talk. We talk in the barber shop. In the locker room. We talk about the game. Shoot, we talk doing sex. Dr. we talk doing sex. You know that? We talk. We just don't talk to you. Because the truth of the matter is, ladies, let me be honest with you. Tell all the girls, you ain't really talking to us. The way you talk at me, you didn't even really ask. You already concluded what you wanted when you said it.
That's right.
And then the player in me is, I know it when I hear a setup.
That's right.
And I've learned I have a right to be silent. And I will not incriminate myself. So I don't say nothing. You don't never talk to me. I can't. Because if I talk this time, you won't talk to me this time. And then when you really try to interrogate me, you're going to be like, why you ain't saying nothing? You're wrong. We know better, so we don't say nothing. We be about to bust her when we get out the house. We be ready. Oh, no, you don't even know. You saw it? Man, some folks be talking to me. I don't even, man, they be having all the news. I'm like, you ain't talking to nobody else today? We ain't even working no more. You talking so much. You know what I'm saying? That's called stop, brother. Let me tell you why I love my wife. I know you probably have many reasons. But she allowed me to be who I was and loved me while I growed up.
Wow.
Okay. Let me tell you something about grace. When you go to the courthouse because you are facing something, especially if you're guilty, you may ask the court to have mercy on you. Which means that you can either not be guilty or guilty, but whatever it is that you're finding on me to do, you're asking them to give you a lesser consequence. So then we go to church as men and we're tired. Listen, mercy, mercy, mercy. And you're right, I need mercy. I get it. Mercy falling all this my life. I get it. I need mercy. But there's something that we was never really reiterated and told about grace. Grace rides in the same vehicle. What you need in the locker room today is not mercy, my brothers. So stop asking that woman to forgive you with mercy. What you need is grace. What you saying, Dr. J? Come on.
Teach.
Grace. Who got a mortgage or some rent due?
All of them.
You come you can holler at your boy.
All of them.
Have you ever seen it doing a date and you ain't gonna have it?
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and clean it up. I done had my car report before. I got money now, but I always have money. And even with money, that's still gonna get your joy, so don't play. I left a couple houses, I lost some cars, I just said other, but as long as God got me, I'm good. So go ahead and be honest and be transparent, all right? So how many people have rent or bills, and sometimes they're due, and you coming up short?
All right now.
All right. Some of us, I said some, because sometimes people don't call. So some of us will understand the work of the company, and you will call them beforehand, and you say, listen, I'm not going to have it on the 15th, or what have you. Do you have a something Period. What is that? Talk to me.
Grace. Give me a grace period.
Do you have a grace period? What are you asking for? You in any way in real relationship. All right? I'm wrong. But you love me. Now, sometimes you'll want to give me mercy, and sometimes I can't handle the consequences as a man. But if you grace me, which means that sometimes I don't need your mercy. If you just give me enough time.
Come on, I'll get it right. I'll get it right.
Let me say that again. You got too many people in your circle that all they do is operate in mercy and not grace.
Glory to God.
Now, let me go into coach mode. There's somebody in here. You're carrying some in your heart because people have crossed you. And you're struggling with forgiveness. It's because you can't see yourself giving them mercy. You have every right. You have every right in the locker room to be offended.
Yeah.
But it's a tragedy if your offense holds your destiny up. You have sacrificed too much. You have cried internally and struggled too long to forfeit this game.
My God.
You've come too far. Some of y'all done got out of prison and reestablished yourself or trying. Some of you lost jobs, bouncing back, getting it together. You've been through too much. Some of y'all had to do it without parents, dysfunctional parents, crazy parents, and here you are. And you gonna give it up now? You gonna forfeit now? Not in this locker room. Look at your boy next to you and say, dog, I got you.
Dog, I got you.
See, the problem, we just see brothers, but what we are is really, listen. Say, you can be honest and say, listen, I ain't no ordained pastor. I listen, I might not even know a scripture, but I'm a good coach.
Come on.
Right, bro. Come on, look at your neighbor. Say, listen, I'm a good coach. Come on, don't tell us, I mean, I know all what to do, but I can tell you exactly what not to do. Holler at your boys. In the locker room, them dirty socks. But in that locker, while you was in the game trying, somebody came and changed your lock. Because whatever combination you have now, it don't work. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Got to learn to come home. Got to learn.
Let me share this with you, and I got a question for you. One time, when I first got my first real gig to go somewhere where somebody was paying me, I told my homeboy, and he says, and he was better than I was because the bucket sang and everything. He said, I want to go. If we're going to the ATL, I said, dog, look, they paying. You know you ain't got no money out. You good? He said, no, I'm good. I got family. I want to go. My plane arrived on time. That my opportunity is there. I've been in the locker room, get myself together. Get to the airport, I get in, and my plane, it take off on time, and we land on time. And my opportunity, they hold a sign, and they're waiting on me, and it's the first time I ever saw my name written where I didn't write it. Put me in, coach. I see it. Put him in, coach. I see it. And I said, ooh. How do you do that F on that first? Look, I see my name, and I get ready to go. My dude say, oh, dog, I gotta go get my baggage. He gotta go to baggage claim. My opportunity is available. My plane took off on time. I landed on time, and my opportunity is waiting on me. And I can't take it because of who I'm with. Got too much baggage. While you was in the locker room, somebody put something in your bag. All right. And it don't belong to you. Let me tell you who's hard to deal with. Family's something else.
Yes.
Because technically they should get choke slam, but you give them a pass. Because they family. Right. Sometimes. somebody put something in your bag not yours, and you're feeling obligated to keep carrying it. I love you, dog. I do, player. But at this point in my life, I ain't missing. I said it ain't good English, but it's good communication.
All right now.
I owe it to myself to get my black behind back in the game.
Come on.
I refuse to carry somebody where they don't want to go.
Yes, sir.
And I want to encourage some men today that you got somebody in your life that keep trying to talk you out your destiny.
That's it.
Every time you got a business idea, you know you ain't got, you know you're going to have, they always got something to say that'll say you can't. Instead of you saying, baby, go ahead and plan and we'll worry about the resources later. You know you're brilliant and smart, and you know anything you put your hand to if you just run. Because I figure this, if I can push a lawnmower, I can push a pig.
Come on. Come on.
And if I can push a lawnmower, why just push a lawnmower? Open a franchise. Stop playing with me. Come on, coach.
Yes, sir. Put me in the game.
Put me back in the game.
Yes, sir.
You out here watching life pass you by and got brothers out there doing it that's less anointed and valuable than you are. You need to call your coach and say, come put me in. I can run that better than them. I just need the shot. Look at your neighbor and say, put me in, coach.
5 more now.
Let me, 5 more minutes.
Yes, sir.
This 5 minutes belong to God. As brothers, what you say? Are you gonna get back in the game?
All day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You in the game?
Yes, sir.
You in the game? You coming out? No, y'all playing some of y'all going, I'm tired, coach. No. When you're a valuable player, I'm a good coach. Stay in the game.
Yes, sir.
Stay, no, run. Come on. Look at somebody say, come on. Are you gonna forfeit?
Never that. Never quit.
I'm not asking you. You are asking yourself. What do I see when I look in the mirror? Put me in the game, coach. I swear I was tired before, but if you put me back in, I promise I'm gonna get it right this time. Can y'all stand real quick? Got me, coach. Dr. Johnson come with me. She was so kind to come. Her time is so precious. Because y'all need to hear this, but I want to say this to you. The reason I had you stand up is because you've got too comfortable sitting down.
Woo, glory.
In all due respect, if you'll give me permission to say it, get your behind off the pie and get back in the game. You've been sitting too long and you done got too comfortable. You have become codependent on people. If she don't never tell you how amazing you are, you better tell yourself.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
And I ain't telling you to leave her. I'm saying go love her, kick it with her, stroke her, do all that you do. But I am not codependent. I was blessed coming in, and I'm blessed going out.
Yes, Lord.
You so doggone hit with life, you ain't even stroking it like you used to. Because you're not motivated, so you only give it what it needs.
Speak the truth now. Uncensored.
She don't even know. She think you get older and you on some medicine. She don't even know you can pack a punch. Put me in, coach. Who getting back in the game? Who got that business idea? Put me in, coach. Who gonna go back and get their marriage under control? Put me in, coach. Who gonna go and sort out their relationships and figure out what you need to do? Put me in, coach.
You're flag. Too many men on the field.
All right.
Let me tell you about that. When I met my wife, I told her this. I said, I ain't even gonna try to tap into God on this, and I don't even want to know. But when I come to that court, it better not be no players on the field, because I do not compete with nobody.
One more time.
Because when I came, I welcomed her to my court.
Come on.
And she played
Yo game.
my game. Because the one thing we good at is playing games. You don't believe me? From the day one, Dr. Johnson, the girls grew up, they had baby dolls and thoughts. They already had seen their wedding dresses. We didn't grow up with that. We have no relationship skills. We grew up playing games. We grew up strong, and when we fell, they didn't let us cry. They said, stop crying, get up. And that's what we have, a whole bunch of brothers that got up, but nobody treated the wound. So you walking, but you can't run because you limp. Put me in, coach.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, they tell me, Doc, they tell me, Bishop,
Yes.
that you only get one life to live. But this is what he says. If you live it right, one's enough.
All right.
It's because, Doc, say something to the men that not only I would say, but you are not only a woman, but an expert with sexuality. Because let me say this, and this is why I want you to open your ear gates. And we said this in the last session, but they didn't really get to it, and I want to be honest with you. Brothers, we have our male ego, and we're strong, but create an atmosphere that your woman can tell you how she wants it. Stop engaging me like your history. And talk to me like I'm the queen in your life right now. And respect me enough to ask me, do you like it like that?
All right.
Or tell me how. Talk to me, Doc.
That's right. It's so important. I think that we are having satisfactory sex and intimacy because we are so physiologically uninformed. Our society has said that you guys have to know how to do it, and nobody ever taught you how to do it. So when you go in there, you've either learned it from pornography or learned it in the locker room or learned it wherever the case may be. But every woman is different. Every man is different. And so we have to go in and we have to talk about it. Do you like it like this? Do you like it like that? How does her body work? How does your body work? Once we understand that God created that and created it for pleasure, it wasn't just for procreation, we have to enjoy it. And we have to move away from orgasms being the goal. Going in with orgasms. Do you know that most men enter the bedroom with performance anxiety because society has told you you have to go in there and give her an orgasm and you have to please her? I'm going to tell you, go home and tell your wife or your girl and say, Dr. Johnson said you're responsible for your own orgasm.
Oh, you know, talk to him,
She needs to communicate to you what she enjoys. You need to communicate. Y'all not that fragile. But women tend to think that if they tell you what they like, that you're going to get offended that you didn't know. And I'm going to tell you, y'all don't have to be mind readers. Go home and say, Dr. Johnson said, I don't have to be mind readers. Tell me what you like. Because I'm a firm believer that you want to please your partner. And if you just know, you'll do it. So go out and have the conversation. It's just how you have it. Okay.
First before that.
No, prayer, brother, prayer.
Well, we have to have these conversations. I'll let you know.
All right.
Don't leave. Doc, don't leave.
Hey, Doc, you good?
Let me say this to
How
y'all.
we work on that calendar, that once a week and all that. How we work on that calendar.
So understand And I understand this. In every relationship, there's a high desire and a low desire partner.
Yeah.
Okay? Just because you like it 7 days a week, twice a week, and she just likes it 5 days a week, it doesn't mean that she doesn't like it or desire it. It just means that she has a lower desire. There's a low desire and a high desire in everything, but you guys have to have that communication. My husband is the high desire. I'm more of the low desire, but I'm the higher desire shopper. But you have to understand that y'all got it.
Put me in, coach.
Right? But we have to have these conversations, right? Because what happens is when my desire is a little bit lower and I'm not in the mood, and then I reject you, you take that personal, and eventually you stop reaching out, right? But if we're not having these conversations, we begin to disconnect.
All right.
And it opens the doors for other things to happen.
2 minutes.
So let me say this to you, brothers. I wanted to show unity, and I wanted you to know, not only with me and Dr. Johnson, but you are so valuable
Yes. Yes.
to one another, and your voice matters. And there's not just one coach in this world. You're all coaches. Live your truth, better your life. But don't you make it by yourself. You grab another brother and say, I'm gonna coach you through. Your voice matters. You have dumb me down long enough. People have made you feel like you ain't got nothing valuable to say, so you say nothing. I deputize you today to be who you are.
Yes.
Take your life back under control. You know what I'm saying to you?
Get it again. Yeah.
Put me in coach. I'm your boy, Dr. J. I'm in the same game you in, running the same race. This is the empowerment of KJLH, and this is a summit. But we're gonna meet each other at the top.
All right.
So here's the text out. If you want to text out and holler at your boy, all you gotta do is text meet Dr. J at 88688.
Hold on, Dr. J.
Meet
Look too fast.
Dr. J. Don't correct that spelling. You know what I mean? Just meet Dr. J. Don't space it. Meet.
Dr. J.
Not the M-E-E-T. M-E-E-T. Dr. J. No period. DJ. All right. D-R-J, I'm sorry. Dr. J. Meet Dr. J. Text it to 88688. We also have a 88. I'm sorry, 66866.
Say it
Thank you,
again.
baby. 66866. All right, 66866. Thank you, my brother. You listen to us on the show. 66866. Also, we have a booth outside, okay? Dr. J, the counselor. But my thing is right here. I know some stories in here. If you want to be on the show, we're doing filming for TV, all type of things. We want the creativity because the truth is this right here. There's two ways that we overcome. Sorry, I got to be the pastor now. By the blood of the Lamb.
Come on.
Yeah.
And the
Words
words
of
of
our.
our testimony.
right.
I promise you,
Testimony.
as long as God keep me breathing, I'll give you a platform to say your truth. To live your life and let God blow you up. Because he said this, not your title, not your pedigree. He said, I'll make your name great.
Great. In Jesus.
In Jesus' name. My brothers, I salute you. My Masonic brothers, Samoa B. And my frat, you know what it do. Locker room over.
Yeah!
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Listen, go to the